even when we go out clubbing, buddies will just be like, oh, you work out? And I was just like, yeah. And they'll always be like, how much you bench? And then I'll be like, 330. And they're like, yo, what? And buddies are like, yo, go get us some girls. And I'm just like, bro, I'm trying, but all these guys keep coming up.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the HPM podcast. We got another guest on today. So we got Ankish, UBC powerlifting legend Ankish on the podcast.
Yeah, y'all probably seen him from his latest TikTok video. We got Swoll doing a little thing on it. Got 13 million views. That's nuts, bro. Ankish will tell us a little bit about what's going on in your life right now and shit. How you been?
How'd you end up on the podcast, man?
I'm just chilling. Life's been good. Going to UBC in my last semester right now.
Everybody's salty, bro, because I feel like people don't realize that we're from like a kind of smallish town.
Yeah, so especially our school. We went to the smallest school, ATSS. Well, our grad class was like 90 people. You switched after, but like
switched.
Still, like our grad class was like 95 people, 90 people.
Some
and
fucking guy ends up at UBC.
Yeah, ends up at UBC and shit. Like feels good. It's like a big change.
It's amazing. And shit. But sorry to interrupt. Keep going.
But yeah, like I know Ekdeep and Manra from remember them from middle school. Yeah, me and Ekdeep would always fight. We never really fucked with each other. We always low-key hated each other.
I wouldn't
say hate, but
I was the fucking United Nations here, bro. I was the neutral guy and shit. Setting up the pod.
Yeah, straight.
But it's gonna be hella worth it, bro.
Straight. Yeah, no. Do you want to go into that? Why did we not like each other? From your perspective, I'll tell you mine.
Okay, yeah, you go first.
What if Ankish is trying to?
I feel like, bro, I just feel like I just wanted the best for you in certain situations, like in terms of like.
But you were so young. Did you even know what the fuck the best was?
No, but that's the thing. That's what I was young. That's what we fought, bro. Like looking at it objectively now, like I shouldn't have cared, right? But obviously, I was just like, yo, like I had differing opinions. He had differing opinions. And this guy's stubborn too, and I am too.
Tell like the jokes ass parts of it, bro.
So like English 10, I remember. You probably remember. I remember exactly. English 10, right? So English 10, I'm having a horrible day already, right? I'm pissed off.
You're like, you're gay and and shit.
Yeah, I'm pissed off, right? I'm like fat Ekdeep at this point. I don't give a fuck, right? Yeah. And Ankish, I don't know. I think you were throwing pencils at me. Or some bullshit in the class. Or you're just like...
You would fucking do that.
Yeah. No,
I know you would do that.
I did do that.
You did do that.
I used to... In high school, everyone who knew me in high school, I used to fuck around with everyone. Like, it wasn't just like Ekdeep. Yeah. But I would fuck around with anyone. No one would say shit to me. But the thing is, Ekdeep, he would try to fight back. And that would piss me off, you know? He would tell me what to do. He would be like
you'd be like, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah, I always thought I was the man. I was like, yo, I'm the shit. You know, like why is this guy saying shit to me, right?
Yeah. I don't take shit from anybody.
Yeah, obviously, but at the time I was just like a cocky guy. Like, it was different, right? We were immature. We were going through puberty, all this shit. Whatever.
It was just both were just stubborn, bro. That's all it was. So you guys kept chucking shit at me, and I was like, bro, like fuck off, right? I just turned around. I remember you were behind me. I was like, turn around, fuck off, right? Why are you doing that shit? And then you just go like, yo, do something about it. I was like, fight me then.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So at that time, right, that's when I started working out. Like, it's like right when I started getting into the gym. I was not jacked by any means. I was skinny as fuck. I was probably like around 110 pounds.
Yeah.
Like 5'5". Like,
but so loud, like so loud, bro.
Yeah. Mind you,
like the loudest kid, you know, like
The kid who talks the most. Yeah. But and then I was like, yo, I just started working out. Like, Ekdeep's trying to fight me. I'll kick his ass. So I was like, yo, Ekdeep, let's fight after school. Nothing even happened.
Nothing happened, yeah.
But like, we just...
Crazy, because once you make up with someone, you guys got so much in common now and shit, too.
Yeah.
The fucking is crazy.
Like, after high school... Like,
it wasn't even that serious. I feel like we're talking about like something serious.
Yeah, it was not serious. It wasn't like in high school we always hated each other after. No, it was nothing like that. Like, we were just acquaintances. Like, we'd still say sup and shit in the hallway.
Sup.
I still dap them up.
We still dab each other up.
Still had one fucking snap.
Still had him on snap.
Still had him on snap, had him on IG.
Sometimes talk about the gym, whatever. You know,
both into fitness.
Yeah.
Competing, so
But yo, bro, tell us a little bit about you saw one of your high school teachers not so long ago, and they were surprised how you're doing in life.
Yeah. I saw Mrs. I don't know if I should say her name, but
I'll bleep it out.
Yeah, bleep it out. I remember even in high school, in grade 12, grade 11, I was like, they were like, oh, what do you want to do after high school? I was like, I want to go to UBC, and then I want to do law after. And they would just like start laughing or like be satirical about it and be like, oh, like no way, right?
Yeah.
And then now I'm actually doing it. Like I just wrote my LSAT in the summer, and
that's crazy.
I saw them at my sister's grad.
Yeah.
And then Miss actually like to me, oh, like, what are you doing now?
Huh.
And I told her, yeah, I'm like studying for my LSAT, and then I'm graduating next year, and then trying to go to law school. And she was just like, you as a lawyer? Like, I could never imagine you as a lawyer. Like,
Yeah.
Professional hater, bro.
Fuck,
like-
bro, like these teachers don't understand and shit. Like, how many kids have there been that'll like grow up and they'll go, they'll be like, my teachers never fucking believed in me. It'll be so fucked
Yeah.
up. But these guys don't give a shit, yo.
yeah,
Keep
like she
doing
said
that
it.
shit.
She said it in like a way like, oh, with such like disbelief.
Yeah,
like, that,
yeah.
oh, like he's actually doing that.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't like hurt by it. I don't care.
But
whatever.
bro, I feel like back then,
Well-
when you're in grade 11, grade 12, like adults in general, like an old person, like a teacher, if they say anything, even if you don't give a fuck, you kind of give a fuck.
yeah,
Like, you know what?
yeah.
Because you're like, this person, I'm a kid. You're literally a kid.
That was one thing. Like in grade 12 and grade 11, a bunch of times people told me like, oh yeah, you're not going to be able to become a lawyer. So then in first year university, even though I always wanted to be a lawyer, I wouldn't tell other people that I do. I would say firefighter or police officer.
No way.
Because I was just like, yo, if I say lawyer, everyone's going to be like, you're not going to be able to do it. Just because I was ashamed, you know? But then after first year, like when I was like, okay, shit, I'm pretty good at school.
Yeah.
Like, why not just
You
tell
never
people
had
I
like a
wanted-
fucked first year, like some people where they just don't take it seriously.
No,
right?
no. So I had one class. First midterm ever.
Yeah.
I failed it.
First midterm
Psychology midterm. I didn't study too much. I was like partying a lot. I just came to UBC, right?
Yeah.
New school, whatever. I was partying a lot, living alone, living without my parents.
Yeah.
And then first midterm, I get like 45%. I'm like stressed.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, dude, I'm not getting into law school. I
Yeah.
got 45% on my first midterm. Like, what is this?
It's like year 1 of 4, and you're like, yo, I'm not
Yeah,
going to law
I
school.
was like, yeah, the
Shit,
hopes
the
are
fucking
gone.
proportions get fucked. Like, it's not that deep, right?
But then, like, yeah, after I studied hard for that final, I ended up getting like 90% on the final. I ended up with like 75 in the class.
That's crazy.
It's not bad, bro.
You
Yeah,
know,
which
for
is still
me,
okay.
yeah, for me right now, bro, sometimes I'll get like a 50 or a 60, and the average is so fucked that becomes like a B plus.
Oh,
Because I guess
Yeah.
on the faculty difference,
Yeah,
right? Where
yeah,
this shit
yeah.
just fucked, bro.
yeah, with like poli-sci, it's like not really too much of a curve at all. It's
Yeah,
just
Really?
like,
yeah.
what you get, you get.
So they don't curve it as much as like that, like engineering or like anything like that?
No, it's not really. It's just like they usually keep their average around 72.
Yeah.
It always is around 72, but
Yeah.
whoever gets higher gets higher. Whoever gets
Yeah.
lower gets lower.
Bro, I feel like anybody who's out here who thinks that like old fashioned, like somebody can only be smart or they can be jacked, they gotta look at Ankish, bro. Because even I was hella surprised. You're saying you're about to graduate now, and you
Yeah.
did your degree in like exactly like 4 years,
yeah,
like
yeah.
less than that. Bro, around me, even in my family, like I don't know anybody who's just done it in 4 years. Like everybody just has like they're either a semester late or like a year late. So like props to you, bro.
Thanks,
That's
yo.
crazy.
Appreciate
You
it.
put
yeah.
yo, but like how was it? Did you have a time where like you were putting partying before your school? Like,
Oh yeah, 100%.
but yeah, it
First
fucking
year.
worked out still.
Yeah, no, first year, every single weekend I partied. Like, you're new to a school, right? New to Vancouver from Abbotsford, small ass town. My regular partying was just being in a basement with my buddies,
Yeah.
and that's a party for us. But
Yeah.
now I'm going to a school where there's like 60,000 people. Parties are
Okay.
like 3,000 people at a party,
Yeah,
2,000 people at a party. It's like big as fuck. So much fun, you know? Like, so I'm just like, okay, I go to my first party. I'm like, shit, this is addicting. Go next week, go the week after. Now it's like, okay, I have 5 days of grinding.
Yeah.
After that, I'm done and I'm partying 2 days. And
Yeah.
that's it. And it was kind of like a cycle. It was like a cycle, and I just like kept it going for the whole first year till COVID hit. COVID hits, it was
Slapped you
bad,
straight?
yo.
Yeah, you're like,
It-
fuck, right? You just
How
say
did
that.
it fuck with your mental, yo?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it fucked with me so hard. Like,
Mm.
one thing I noticed a lot was I kept having mood changes. Like, especially like going from living alone, doing whatever the fuck I want, to living back in Abbotsford, not going out at all, not seeing anyone.
Were you consistent with the gym?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
even during COVID,
That never changed.
I went to Venom, Abby's gym.
Yeah.
That's when Abby started, Abby Kular, like Venom Sports Academy.
Yeah.
That's when he started his gym thing.
Yeah.
So we played ball one time at like Dave Candle, and then he was telling, and I was like to him, fuck, like what do I do? I don't have anywhere to work out.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's like the only thing I would like to do. I was like starting to go to Rotary in the mornings, going on runs.
Yeah.
I was doing that, right? But I was like, okay, but this isn't weight training. I need to be weight training.
Yeah.
And then Abby was like, oh yeah, I'm building a gym at my house. So then I was like, oh shit, can I like come every day? And he's like, yeah, come, it's chill.
That's
And
sick.
then we just started working out together every day. Did that till gyms reopened. Once they reopened it, I started going to Club 16.
That's fine.
But like throughout COVID, like I didn't feel myself. Like I felt like shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just
Because you're like an extroverted person.
Yeah, super
like, same,
extroverted.
but it fucks with you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I've never been like the type of person who is not social.
Yeah.
If you know me in elementary school, middle school, high school,
Loudest guy throwing pencils.
yeah,
Fucking saying
loudest
whatever.
guy throwing pencils. Like I hate being at home doing nothing.
Yeah.
I love going out. I love being with buddies. I love being with people, talking to people.
Yeah.
So like during COVID, I just always felt like shit. Like I was thinking in my head is I can't wait till this is over. I can't wait till this is over.
It was a long ass time though.
Extending it. Extending it.
I went to India during fucking COVID. I was like, can this shit?
Yeah, and then I was just like, what the fuck do I do? Whatever. At the end of the day, I still dealt with my shit. Whatever.
Yeah.
And once it ended, I was just so happy.
Yeah, you fucking learn more about yourself and shit. That's
I
wild.
feel like during COVID, man, I was like such an introverted. Like I was always introverted mostly. Like I'm still an extrovert at a point. I'm like an ambivert. They call it an ambivert.
Okay, yeah.
Right, where you have like you have phases, right?
So sounds like a disease, bro.
Sounds like a disease. Nah, bro. Like I had moments where I was thriving, but then I had moments where I was depressed because I missed the social aspect of the gym. Cause I feel like that was like throughout like just like everything I do, like going to the gym, seeing some friends, like catching up, but also getting a really good workout in. That was like one of the highlights some of my days, right? Yeah. Because then when you're just doing school, that's like what I look forward to, right?
Yeah.
So to not have that really fucked with me, yo. Like I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yo, bro, would you still recommend going to like a big party school and like a big social school like that for people that are more like shy? Do you think it could like do good for them and shit mentally, like, or do you think like it would just be a fucking nightmare?
Okay. So I think yeah. So I think anyone, even if you're shy, like my sister, she's more of a introvert, and she was deciding between UBC and UFE last year, and I like persuaded her you should go to UBC. Like it's gonna be way more fun. She's an introvert. She was like, okay, maybe like I won't have friends there, stuff like that. None of her friends were going there, right?
Yeah.
So she was still debating like where should I go. Yeah. She ended up going to UBC, and after like she's been there since September. Yeah. Until now, she was just like, yo. That was the best experience ever. Those 3 months were sick. I had so much fun. It's crazy. So much fun.
You don't know what's out there until you're there and shit.
Yeah, like even if you are an introvert, you don't want to party. You're still gonna like meet people on your floor. You're gonna watch movies in the lounge. You're gonna meet so many cool different people, and they're so different from the people in your friend circle in like a small city.
It does crazy shit for your personality.
So like expands your like horizons. It also makes you more like sociable. Your network, everything. I think anyone, if you're an introvert, extrovert, should go like out somewhere in university. Shouldn't just stay home and go to like a small university.
Your network is what's most important to you at the end of the day. That's how you get the connections to get ahead in life, right?
Bro, imagine everybody's like telling you you're not gonna do good on your LSAT, but then you're like, I have fucking 10 buddies that are in the same situation as me, and none of us give a fuck, and we're gonna try our best. That shit is so powerful. You're not gonna give a shit.
Exactly. Like when I was doing my studying, I didn't really know anyone else who was studying for it or anything. It was just me, right? But I took this like course that was meant to help, because like the thing is, for me, I had 10 weeks. People study for this thing for like 6 months, a year. I know a guy in one of my poly classes, he studied for 5 years. Right? He said I've been studying since grade 12.
That's fucked.
And he's our age, and he's like, yeah, I'm still like studying. And I was like, yeah, I studied for 10 weeks and I wrote it. And it was like, everyone told me like, oh, you're not going to be able to do that well. But I was
Did they get in your head?
No. Okay. It made me want to prove them wrong even more. I was just like, yo, I'm that guy. Like I'm going to do it. Like,
I'm the fucking guy, right?
Yeah, like I was never like not confident in myself while I was going to like write it. I was like, yo, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah.
And like I feel like it's like what you attract, like it's like if I kept thinking like, oh, what if I don't do good, I probably wouldn't have done as good.
That'll come to you.
But 100%. I was always confident, and then when it came to test time, I was like, I know I'm prepared. I'm gonna kill this.
Like I can't believe I used to be the type of guy that would get fucking test anxiety. I still remember first year that would happen to me sometimes, where I would go sit in front of a test and I would just be thinking so much, and I would just start tripping out. Forgetting shit that I know that I knew. But that all just came from like not believing in myself, bro. Now you go, it's like, bro, I've had fucking like 100 flashcards for this for 3 weeks. I could write this shit in my sleep, and that doesn't happen, bro. It's all about your mindset.
You just gotta study hard, man. If you study hard and you put the work in, like, and you believe in yourself, like, fuck it, man, you can do whatever you want, right?
Bro,
this applies for anything in life. It's not just school, right? Work, gym. It's about the more reps you do, man, the better you get at it, right?
That's all exactly.
Right?
And like I think being smart isn't actually about being smart, because I don't think I'm a smart guy. Like, I'm gonna be straight up, I say some stupid ass shit.
Stupid people are happier in that sense. Like, I don't think I'm too fucking smart either. Like, I don't sit here fucking reading books and shit.
Dude, last time I read a book was Hunger Games in grade 9, and I didn't finish it. Like, I'm straight up. I don't think I've ever finished a book in my life. But I still think I'm a solid like smart guy, but not just because I'm smart, but because I'm confident and I try hard. I just try hard as fuck.
Too much knowledge just starts fucking stressing you out. What's the point of knowing all this stupid shit? Studying for LSS since grade 12, bro. That's stressing for 5 years.
You haven't wrote it yet? Yeah, no, he hasn't. You know what he told me? Okay, this guy's like, when I'm at home with my family for the holidays or something,
Yeah.
he's like, in my head, I always just think of LSAT scenarios and puzzles.
Shit.
And he's like, oh, mom goes into the washroom. Where does dad go?
fuck.
Because there's like crazy puzzles, you know? Okay, mom goes to the washroom. Dad goes to the living room.
Yeah.
Where does sister go?
That type of shit's on the LSAT?
Yeah, it's like games. It's like
know.
crazy.
Mind games,
So,
mind games,
so they
yeah.
give you like 7 names, right?
Yeah.
And then they give you like a bunch of like it's either ordering, grouping, or something like that, right?
Yeah,
so it'll be like 3 groups,
Huh.
and they'll give you if statements. So like, if Manrov goes to the
I get
kitchen,
that.
Yeah.
where does Ekdeep go?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and you have a bunch of like
Condition. Yeah.
conditions for it, and then you have a bunch of spaces to fill out. And the thing is, like, anyone can do the question.
You just fucking draw that
It
shit
just
out or
takes
something.
you draw it out. It takes a long time. And then the thing with the LSAT is you get like a minute and a half per question.
Huh.
So you have to go like fast as fuck.
Ankish, moving on, right? Now, obviously the light went red because you're going to be talking about some very,
Intense stuff.
intense stuff right here.
Bro,
Joey
yeah.
Swoll's TikTok, all this shit. So, so you had a video where some guy almost killed you,
I'm gonna throw the video up here.
right?
Yeah.
He almost killed you by knocking you when you're doing squats, right? So, you want to tell us how that situation even came about, and then how the whole process between it going to being uploaded to TikTok and how it
Right.
was getting
Yeah.
that many views?
Yeah. So, like, okay, I'm at the gym, right? I'm on a strength program. Like, I do this powerlifting program. I've been on it for like 10 weeks, and it's because I'm training for a competition next month, powerlifting comp.
Oh, in
Yeah.
Vancouver?
It's in Vancouver. It's at UBC. It's like a bench press, squat, and deadlift, and you do 1 rep maxes, and you get 3 attempts
shit.
each. The person with the highest max in your weight class wins.
Yeah,
So it's kind of like that, right? And I've been like preparing. I've been going pretty hard for this competition. I completely switched my training style from like muscle building, bodybuilding approach to a powerlifting approach.
Yeah.
So I took this like pretty seriously. I've spent like a lot of money on equipment, stuff like that, right? So I was taking this pretty seriously, and like, so I'm in my workout. I'm doing my top set. I'm setting up, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Yo, can I deadlift in front of you?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, go for it. Just be careful, right?"
Huh.
Cause like I know like I don't want I want him getting into my space.
Yeah.
I'm squatting away from the mirror because that's how you do in competition.
Yeah.
So I can't see anything while I'm squatting, right?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
So it's
what
like,
could you see? Like shit that like.
I just see straight,
Oh. Okay,
right?
okay.
So I see him deadlifting there, but then he goes away. I don't know what he's doing, looking for a
Huh.
weight or something, right? But
Yeah.
I'm locked in at that point.
Yeah.
So I'm getting ready to squat, whatever. I unrack, whatever. I'm there, and I go down, and like like the bar gets off balance. I'm like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like I yell out right away. I was like, yo, what the fuck,
Oh, you could hear that shit.
right? Because I didn't know what just happened.
Yeah. Huh.
And like low key, like my life flashed before my eyes. I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
yo, what? Like, because I had 335 on my back, 3 plates and 10 on each side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, what the fuck, right? Like
Yo, you took the fucking plate off of your bar?
no.
no.
He was taking a plate off the deadlift
Just
platform,
the- yeah,
the squat
yeah,
rack,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I was going down, and the bar hit, like he elbowed it.
Yeah, that
so right when
makes
he
sense, that
when he
makes
picked it up, he elbowed it,
Yeah,
going
yeah,
up like
yeah,
this.
Yeah.
And then once he elbowed my bar, I caught off balance.
Yeah,
And a
that
lot of
makes
people in my comments were like, "Oh, why don't you just fail the set and just drop it back, right?" But if I did that, my head was going back with the bar because I was so off balance. It was like I was going with the weight because that's how gravity works. A lot of you don't understand how gravity works.
Yeah, they
It's
fucking
like,
don't, right?
like if you have 335 on your back, chalked up, chalk on your back, stuck on your back, right? Because I chalk it up.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
chalk up my back, and I have 335 on my back. I'm going with it. I can't just like fail that lift
Like it's-
since
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
off balance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah.
Gravity's gonna take me with the bar. So a lot of you were telling me to do that, but I didn't.
That probably works with smaller weights.
Yeah, with smaller
Yeah,
weights,
easy
yeah,
shit.
of course. But then I had to control it, and I was like to the guy, like, "What the fuck, bro? Like, you got to be careful, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's your problem? Like, why'd you do that?"
Yeah.
And then I took my belt off. I was like, "Bro, like, because he wasn't saying anything. He was just staring at me.
Yeah.
So I was like, "What the fuck? Like, bro, you got to be careful. Like, how, are you not understanding?
Say
You're probably gonna do this thing again, right?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh shit, my bad, sorry." I was just like,
The
"Whatever."
guy was in shock, right?
Yeah,
He's
I was just like,
"Cool."
whatever. I was so pissed. I take my camera out because I want to see how how it went down or whatever.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I see this guy in the gym after, and I dap him up. I'm like, "Yo, my bad. I just got choked in the moment." Like,
Because it's no joke though.
yeah,
doing that
yeah.
much weight.
Yeah.
because like
You could've died.
maybe I wouldn't have died. but I would have got like a bad injury, right?
Yeah, what the fuck's gonna happen to the LSAT then?
And-
Is he gonna?
Yeah. And one thing was in my head, like right when that happened, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this competition anymore. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get injured.
Yeah.
'Cause right away I was like, I'm gonna get injured. My back was hurting a lot right after that.
Yeah.
My shoulder was hurting a lot, and I was like, shit, like I'm kind of screwed for my comp. Right after that, I was benching. I couldn't bench as much as I usually do, so I was feeling like shit, right? Yeah. So I send this video to my group chat, and buddies are like, oh my god, like what the fuck? How'd you control that, right?
Yeah.
How'd you control the weight? They were like, you're fucked. And one of my buddies, Harvey, he was like, yo, this could go TikTok viral.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh
just
shit!
like,
So he had the fucking idea.
yeah. He was like, yo, this could go TikTok viral. And I was just like, you really? You think so? And he was just like, yeah, just post it. Like, who cares?
Who cares? Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, right?
Yeah.
So I posted it initially, right?
Yeah.
As like, I don't know if you guys seen that trend of LeBron James fucking up on lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So initially I posted it with that like background
Yeah.
and put it as that trend, right? But it got like no views. So
Yeah.
then I reposted it again.
Yeah.
'Cause my buddy was like, yo, try it again with a different sound.
Damn.
Yeah.
So then I tried again with a different
You
sound.
sound with the King Von one, right?
Yeah, the King Von one, right?
Yeah,
Because he was
yeah.
like, yo, it's a beefy scene, right?
It was.
So then I put the King Von song on.
Yeah.
And it started blowing up.
Yeah.
Like right away, it was at like 60K.
Holy.
So then I was just like,
I was
what?
shook, yeah.
I was shook, right? I was
Yeah.
like, yo, what? And it's like, there's two sides, like one side beefing me and one side defending me.
Yeah, so,
So it was
they
like
just fucking shit talking
yeah,
each
they
other.
were just kept
run it
fighting
up.
each other. And then the comments kept running it up. And then my buddies were like, yo, you might get to 1 mil.
Yeah.
And then by the nighttime, I was at like 500K. And I was like, shit, I
That
might
one
be at
day.
1 mil, right?
Yeah.
In that one day.
That's fucked.
By that night, I was at 500K. So I was like, shit, this is fucked, right?
Yeah.
I was supposed to study that day, but I was just so shocked
Dopamine,
that I
bro.
didn't study.
Bro, like imagine, like
kept going on my phone. I
Fuck,
couldn't
yeah.
study.
Yeah,
Bro, it's a
fuck.
dopamine. You're probably just hype.
Yeah,
man.
so I just kept refreshing it.
Yeah,
and then,
yeah.
And then the next morning I woke up and it was at 3 mil. And I was like,
Holy-
what?
Like,
Like,
fucking trended
yeah,
everywhere,
dude,
bro.
this is fucked. And I saw Joey Swoll posted it, posted
Yeah.
on TikTok, he posted it on
He took
Instagram.
your side.
So in the video, what he said was, in the first video, he said, yo, like, it's understandable that the guy got upset, but he shouldn't have made this video and posted it on TikTok. That's like gym negativity, whatever, all this
Joey
shit,
Swoll,
right?
Yeah.
So then I commented on that TikTok,
Yeah.
and I was just like, oh yeah, like, wait, what did I say? I said something like, oh yeah, afterwards I apologized and I shook his hand and we were all good.
Yeah.
I just posted this for awareness.
Yeah.
And then he deleted his video, made another video.
fuck, yeah.
And then in that video, he was like, oh yeah, I'm glad that you apologized. He brought up my comment, talked about it, but said still the same shit. So then I commented on his video again. And then he deleted that again. And then he
fuck?
just didn't post it again. Because in the comments, there was a lot of people defending me. In his comments, in
Yeah.
Joey Swoll's comments.
That didn't take Joey Swoll's side.
Yeah. There were like rare Joey L, all this shit.
No
and then he
way.
just took it off. Yeah. He deleted
You're
it.
killing me, Joey.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And I was just like, bro, what?
You know what's the L about the situation too? It's the fact that I don't think he wanted to give you any attention.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And like no, like whatever, maybe that's not the case. But yo, the thing is, I'm not gonna
put
lie.
fucking people on, Joey.
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what it is, yo. If you're gonna be like, yo, why would you post this on TikTok? Why are you posting gym videos on TikTok?
Yeah. Why are you doing it? Yeah. The thing is, I don't know. I don't really fuck with this guy, Joey Swoll.
Yeah.
He used to run this thing called Shreds. I don't know if you guys know about
No,
it.
no.
It's a scam. It's a cookie cutter workout thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he charges like $500 to $1,000 for
Okay.
a cookie cutter workout program.
Oh,
So he
fuck.
sends the same one to everyone. He got exposed for this scam a couple of years ago,
It was like an
Yeah.
and then he
identical
stopped
program.
doing it.
Uh,
Yeah, so like it's not like this guy's a really good guy. He's posting gym negativity and like bringing more attention to it.
Yeah.
Even though he's saying
Yeah.
positive things, like telling people not to do it, he's still bringing attention to that shit.
Yeah, he still is. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just tell other people, oh, don't bring attention to this.
Bro, because the thing is, you need awareness too. Because like look at that guy. Now he like, if someone else will be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't stand close to
Yeah,
while they're
like,
squatting.
Yeah,
even
man,
even
fuck.
though like maybe that was the kind of dick of me to post.
No,
Like
man.
I don't know, but like there's probably a lot of people who, because I posted that, aren't gonna make that same mistake.
Dead
yeah, which is good. You probably
Yeah.
saved someone.
Yeah, I probably saved like someone from getting injured, like
Yeah.
seriously
You
injured.
know what pissed me off about your post though? It was the guy, yo, the one that did the shit where you fucked you, who did the elbow. He just started staring at you after.
Yeah, I know. He didn't apologize
Yeah.
right away. That's how it was like.
He didn't even try to help you. He like knocked it and he didn't try to help you. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, he was just like, I feel like he was just shook too.
Like,
Yeah.
if I was a brown
In
dad
the
in the moment,
moment-
I'd fucking smack him.
Yeah, that's all I
Ki dekhna hai?
Yeah,
Hey,
That's
fucking
straight.
jokes. But bro, man.
Competition ready, just smoke, man. On smoke.
Yeah.
D1 hater. over
Bro,
here.
like, yo, active, yo, we still keep up the videos on TikTok that people say is a fucking L take. Joey Swoll shouldn't be deleting his L takes, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like, especially at that level and
it's history,
shit,
man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
yo, you got to take it, bro. If you fucking post an L take, learn from it.
Yeah, this guy didn't delete it once, but he deleted it twice.
He posted
Yeah.
it twice.
That's
Yeah.
like
And two different videos.
That's like Leanne the comment shit.
Yeah,
That's like what girls do.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, exactly.
I don't think he
Yeah,
wanted
bro.
you to comment on it. I
Yeah.
think that's what people probably started going to your TikTok and following you.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
what it was.
I gained like close to 2,500 followers. Like
That's
right now, I'm close
insane.
to like 3,000.
Yeah.
And I was at like 500.
Imagine, bro, if you quit making TikTok videos like a month before that.
Yeah.
You know what I
Imagine,
mean?
right?
This
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
is fucked like
Yeah,
that, bro.
yeah,
Like
it's so easy
one
to
day,
blow up.
you don't even think that's the fucking took her to the O song. You're
Yeah.
like, this is whatever. Fucking 14 million views.
Yeah,
Joey Swoll.
yeah.
Dude, I feel like when we were in high school, like there was no way that fucking 14 million people could ever see my face. Joey Swoll could
Yeah.
ever see my face.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, this
Yeah.
is fucked.
There was no way.
If you think,
Yeah.
what if 14 million people have seen you?
More,
Hey,
bro.
more
Because
than-
there's other accounts who have posted it and have 3 million.
And the
on
population of
themselves.
Canada is like 36 million, bro. That's fucked.
Which
Think
one?
of
The population
Canada.
of Canada is like 36 million.
Think about that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
That's
fuck,
fucked.
a third of Canada's seen it, pretty much.
If we're talking only Canada,
Yeah.
bro. But that's
Yeah.
insane because, like, you know what it is? TikTok, like, you can just, bro, you can make such a sick career out of TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
you really can. Imagine you post lawyer content with gym content.
Yeah,
You be the first lawyer gym.
That's
bro.
what I mean. Like when I'm in law school next year, I can start like posting how to get into law school, all this
Yeah.
shit, along
Yo,
with the
edit
gym,
it up
how to
all
manage
clean
it with
and
the
shit.
Bro,
gym,
yeah,
yeah, all
yeah,
this
You know
yeah.
what's
shit.
sick too? You post on TikTok. Let's say you get like hella followers, right? Like, or just like hella just attention from TikTok. You might get new clients that reach out to you when you become a full-fledged lawyer. Might
Yeah.
approach you with cases like, "Oh, I trust you,"
Yeah,
or you might get people
exactly.
that want to get because you're PT as well.
Yeah.
Right? You could approach you for like PT and stuff. Like,
Yeah, exactly. No,
Yeah,
after
so-
that video, a lot of people have messaged me for PT
That's
on my
crazy.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like they go on my Instagram and then they like
they
just
see what
DM
you're
me.
killing it.
Yeah,
and
like
shit.
Yeah.
like a lot of people say like the main thing I get is can I get your bicep workout?
Yeah.
I don't work out biceps, guys. It's just
Yeah.
it,
What the fuck?
I don't work out biceps. I haven't worked out biceps in 3 months, but I used to work out biceps every single day. So that's what got me.
But like,
to,
you probably
yeah.
hit something that involves biceps.
back.
I do
The-
back rows sometimes
There.
or like lat pull down, but like once a week.
Damn.
Because you were telling me your split is just bench, squat, deadlifts.
Mostly, yeah.
That's it. Like every day.
Yeah.
Like 3 days that, and
No,
3 days
fo-
mobility, right?
So for me, it's I lift 4 days a week where I do heavy lifts.
yeah.
2 of those days is squat, bench, deadlift. 1 is just bench and deadlift,
Yeah.
and 1 is squat and deadlift.
And this is because you
Or
want.
no, squat and bench.
And this is because you want to be competition ready, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just want those 3 lifts to go up. I don't give a fuck about building muscle or anything anymore.
Yeah.
Like if you want to build muscle, I'm not gonna lie, you don't need to deadlift. Like
Yeah, you
it's
don't.
not essential to building muscle. You know, it's just it's a compound movement. It's good for your posterior chain, but it's not something that you like need to do to build muscle. It's
Yeah.
very technical. There's like a lot of injuries involved with deadlifting.
Straight. Yo, fucking, do you guys see that lawyer TikToker who will just post videos? He'll be like, I'm here with my client who's had 3 DUIs. We just got him off his
yeah,
fourth
yeah.
case and shit. He's going to be going home with a 1 month of probation.
Yeah, that guy's jokes. dude.
Like, that's fuck.
I need
You
Ankish
think
in my
that's just,
lawyer,
you would be that guy, bro. Just
Yeah.
blessing people up and
No,
shit.
Ankish would be. He'd be like, yo, man, this guy just, got 3 charges, man. Got reduced it to 1.
That's the guy I would call if I was fucked.
Yeah.
I would never call these like really like by the book lawyers, you know? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. You
TikTok
gotta be
lawyers.
like that, yo. You gotta bend the rules, you know. You
To a,
can't-
yeah,
yeah,
like
to an
to a
extent.
certain fucking extent, especially in like corporate law, whoever can fucking manipulate the laws the best wins.
yeah.
Right?
Mhm. What I fuck with the most is criminal law.
Yeah.
I think it's the most interesting. I think I'd have
Yeah.
the most fun. Especially one thing I would think I would have fun doing is like there's a lot of kids, you know, not kids, like 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds who are the legal age to get into trouble, right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of kids who get like assault charges or like DUI, stuff like that, you know, like kids
Yeah.
growing up
Yeah.
and they're just doing something stupid, made a stupid mistake, they're drunk and it ruins the rest of their life and now they can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
So I'd want to help those kind of people. But then again, if you're a criminal lawyer, imagine I get someone who's like a rapist.
Yeah.
It would be
Both
hard.
sides of it.
Morally, it would be hard to defend that kind of person.
Because they have to tell you they did it. Like they
Yeah.
have to be true, and then
Yeah.
you have to build a case around that.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
and the thing is, if you're the defendant, right? Obviously, you have to be like, no, you didn't do it.
Yeah,
The whole
and-
way through.
And the thing is, especially when you're like new, you're at a firm, you can't really say no to cases.
Yeah.
So it's like I'd have to take those type of cases,
You have to.
which is like something I'm not sure if I'm willing to do, just because
Yeah.
like even though I don't have like the biggest moral compass, like I would still defend someone who's like done something, like made a mistake, you know, and like own up to their mistake and says like, I won't do that again. Learn from this, you know.
But like predators and like disgusting people.
Yeah, but I don't want to defend a predator. I don't want to defend a rapist. I don't want to defend a murderer. You know, someone who murdered their parents. Like I'm not gonna defend that guy. You know. So it's like it's like two sides of the coin with criminal. That's why I'm like kind of hesitant. Where the money is a lot of corporate, especially if you're out in Vancouver or Toronto.
Corporates are just fucking over the people that are like at the bottom and shit. You know, like it's an ethical thing, but at the same time, it's not as fucked ethically as defending a murder.
Because like, you're not directly like
you're not directly responsible for getting someone out. You just did some shit like that. You can also do sports, like the sports lawyer, like whatever they do for the contracts for NBA and stuff. You do that too. I've heard that's good money too.
A sports lawyer is good. In Canada, it's not as like
in America, not here.
Prominent. It's a lot harder to get a job too. An articling and then like a job. So I'd probably leaning towards corporate or even immigration just because of like our families and how we like dealt with it. Like personally, like my parents came in like 95. Mom came in like 95. Dad came in like 2000.
More like 93.
And then fucking like they couldn't get my grandma here for like 8 years
over like bullshit, right?
Yeah, they kept bullshitting her, man. The lawyers asked for so much money.
It's fucked. They asked for so much money,
income, all this shit. Language barrier was tough. You know, you have to find a Punjabi lawyer. It's like all this shit. But like, I feel like I can help a lot of people with it.
It's easier now, bro, for sure. Yo, you trying to get my family, like all my family over here, man?
Yeah, of course.
Because Punjabi is good too, man. You saw my mom here with Sasrikal and stuff.
Yeah.
You saw like Punjabi.
Fully fluent. Know how to read and write too. Like, good. Yeah.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
You could read and write Punjabi.
A little sloppy, but yeah, I can read it.
Okay, that's solid. You know what my thing is? I can read a lot of Punjabi, but sometimes I don't know what the word is, like what it means. You know?
Yeah, same.
That's what my issue is.
I mess up on that too, but it's like good to know Punjabi. You know, it's like our culture. And shit.
Yeah, your culture dies if you don't fucking keep it going forward. Right?
Knowing a second language is so sick too.
Yeah.
Knowing a second language is so sick.
As I got older, bro, I love like speaking more Punjabi. Right? When I was younger, I was always like, man.
Yeah, same, right?
Yeah. Like, I was younger, I was like English, but now I'm just like I love speaking more Punjabi. So I've been like listening more Punjabi music, reading more Punjabi. It's good.
Would you speak Punjabi with your girl or English? What type of guy
definitely not Punjabi.
Definitely not Punjabi.
It's just it would feel so weird.
It would just feel
man.
weird. Yeah, it just feel weird.
Really,
it would feel so weird.
You need you to expand on that, bro. The fuck? That doesn't really go with your whole, I love Punjabi.
No, I do love Punjabi. I speak Punjabi with my kids.
I know, but like you're speaking Punjabi with your kids, but not your wife. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, no, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yo, man, you know what? I lost this. Yo, I don't know. I don't know. Would you?
Huh?
Would you? Because you love Punjabi too. You love that shit.
So I'd rock the fucking like the fucking bar and shit.
Yeah, I'll do that too. But I'm talking like you only speak Punjabi with her, like 24/7, no English at all. Like koi English nahi bolda.
No.
Fuck, it would just be so awkward, man.
So am I in the wrong now? Like
you would randomly just be like, "Fuck, man."
Puck, man.
Fuck, man.
Jokes, bro.
Oh my god. Another topic I want to dive into though, right, is you go to UBC obviously, right? Repping with the hoodie and everything. Parties, you touched on it briefly. I also want to ask you, so what is it actually like being a part of one of the biggest party schools, you'd say, in like all area right now? Because like it is like UBC is what the biggest university here, 100%, like BC, right?
Yeah. 60,000 people.
Yeah, it's huge. So like, how's the party scene like there? Like, how hectic does it really get? And what's a story you can share that like a hectic story you can share about a party?
Like in first year when you go there, the party life is instantly like crazy. It's because like you're 17, 18. You've never been clubbing in your life, right? And then you come to UBC and like there's like, so we have I think like 7 fraternities and like 7 sororities, so it's like they have their own houses. First 2 weeks they throw parties for anyone can come. They give you liquor, it's a lot of fun, right? Like you're partying, there's like in a small confined area, like a room, there's like 500 people.
So it's fucking crazy.
It feels crazy. It's like, yo, this is sick. They have like a welcome back barbecue where like ASAP Ferg came.
That's sick.
Lil Mosey came. YBN Namir, Murda Beats. All these guys, right? They played like 6 songs, and then there was after parties at the frats after, and that's like the first week you're there. And then you're just like, yo, this is crazy, right? Especially coming from Abbotsford, it's like huge change. and then like you keep going, you just want to keep doing it, you know? It's like you never want to stop, and then like
Do your homies get lost in that shit? You seen anyone?
Lost in
It
the
just
sauce.
gets too into it.
Fuck the studying.
Eventually you
Yeah,
wake up.
yeah, there was this like I'm not gonna drop names
Yeah,
or
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but like one of my buddies, like in first year, he was in a pretty difficult like faculty, and like he was partying just as much as me. I was in poli-sci, right? At that point, just general arts, so it's like I'm taking like pretty easy classes.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm still
Well,
getting
that's
like
dope.
80s, whatever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
But he's in like a difficult like faculty.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
even gonna drop the faculty,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like he has like all these math classes, all these like crazy physics, science, all
Yeah.
this shit, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just chilling, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's going out just as much as me, having just
trying
as
to be
much fun
that
as
guy
me.
and shit.
But like he started fucking up in school,
Yeah.
fucked with his head, like straight downhill
Confidence.
path, like
Yeah.
and like yeah, it was just like it's tough, you know. It's like it happens to people.
But did he villain arcade? Is he killing it now? Is he about to fucking grad with you and shit?
No, I don't think so.
Nah,
no,
yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
no.
pretty sad,
I
bro.
think,
Sad,
I think it was just like I don't think. Yeah, he might be good now, but like
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody's
just
got to have their own
tough.
fucking
Huh?
limit.
You haven't checked up on him?
not too much. Like we've talked here and there. I think he's
Yeah.
like okay, doing okay, but like
Yeah.
it was just like that first year was really hard for him, just because balancing school and partying was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like
'Cause you're
for a lot
throwing-
of people it is.
Because you're thrown into it, right? Like UBC, they encourage it almost. Right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, yeah, you should go make new friends.
Part
You
of
should
the
go
life.
party. Right?
Uh-huh.
It's
Like
part of
like
the
there's
life,
something
so.
called Jumpstart in UBC.
Yeah.
So it's a UBC run thing. There's a bunch of volunteers, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's you come a week in August, the last week of August, a week before, or like a week and a half before school and stuff starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at Jumpstart, all everyone does is party.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So it's like
It's getting
every
good and
night,
shit.
every
Yeah,
single
yeah.
day for like 10 days in a row. It's just parties.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So it's like whoever went to Jumpstart like partied a lot,
Yeah.
and it was like crazy.
Do you think that low key sets up the kids for failure though? Because in a way, yeah, socially, yeah, it's great.
But like when you're in uni, you're a fucking adult, right? It's
no,
all
but like
on
when
you.
you're 17, 18 going to uni, right? And like you're coming from, let's say, Abbotsford, right? Or like some small town mission or whatever. And you're going to this party city. And all you're doing for 10 days straight is partying. Don't you think that would set you up for like the wrong mindset of like, you know...
I
Because you
think-
obviously don't know how to...
I think it depends on the person, yo.
Yeah.
'Cause
Like that wouldn't happen to you.
No, it wouldn't.
A big thing is I knew it wouldn't happen to me, because I always
Really?
knew at the end of the day, the person who has control over myself is me.
Yeah.
If I need to stop, I'll stop. I'll do whatever is best for me, right?
Yeah.
Other people had opinions. Like people told
Like people
me, oh,
can't trust themselves. It's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, a lot of people didn't trust me, yo. Like even my parents, like I told them like I was partying a lot, right? They'd be like, oh, like don't party as much.
Yeah.
Like other people, like people I was like talking to, like would be
Huh.
like, oh, you go out every weekend, that's so bad, whatever, this, that, right?
Yeah.
But like if you can handle it,
You're that fucking guy,
not?
bro. You're like
No,
I'm that guy
I'm
who
just
does it all and shit.
It's him, bro.
Jumps everywhere. Yeah, he's
That's him.
No, it's
with
not,
you
it's not
over
like that. But like, if you can manage it, you can manage it.
Yeah,
Because like
yeah.
with me, it's like I'm an extremist. I'm all out with everything.
So you're all in or all
So-
nothing, right?
That makes sense.
Yeah, with school, if I'm studying Monday to Friday,
Yeah.
those days I'm not gonna do anything fun. I'm not like the type of person who takes breaks to watch Netflix. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
really?
gonna. No, I'm gonna do my shit all day. I'm gonna work hard. I'm not gonna like watch like any show or anything till like maybe 11 p.m. at night once I'm done everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty strict with myself in that way, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, I'll wait till but I'm only doing that so that on Friday, Saturday I can go
You
out,
fucking
have
deserve
fun,
it.
and like feel like I deserve it,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
yeah.
Because if you're just doing it without balance,
Yeah,
then
malanga,
what's
bro.
the point?
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck,
You're gonna be
right?
like checking your email and having depression and shit.
Yeah, and one more thing, yo. So like in first year I had a lot of buddies who were from India specifically.
Yeah.
And I felt like those were the people who had the hardest time adjusting. They were in the same faculty as me, same classes, everything like that, right?
Yeah.
But going from a city like not a city or like country like India,
And without your fucking parents,
without
your
your
family,
parents who
everyone.
are super strict in India,
Yeah.
you come to Vancouver in the big ass party school. These guys didn't show up to a single class.
Oh,
They
fuck.
failed mostly all their classes.
Yeah.
Didn't show up to a single class. All they did was just party.
Paying 3x tuition as well.
Yeah, 3x. And then like once their dad saw their report card, like, oh, you failed
Fucking report
6
card.
classes and we have to pay for those 6 classes again.
Yeah.
Then they're finally like, oh shit, I gotta step my shit up.
Yeah.
Now those guys are all doing better. Like they're all like
Yeah.
focused or whatever.
Yeah.
But that first year I know is very hard, especially for international students.
Bro,
Yeah.
what's your opinion? I wanted to ask this. What's your opinion on people like, you know, that grow up here that just hate on international students, especially Apne? Like Apne hating on Apne.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was that person before I went to university.
Yeah.
I used to call them dippers, fobs, all this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like I would be like kind of a dick because I didn't know them.
A hater.
I was a hater. Yeah. I was just like, these guys are weirdos. But once I meet them, chilled with them, bro, guys from India are my homies. Like, like actually, I love guys from India.
Straight,
they're so sick.
Straight, bro.
Like,
so nice.
like they're just like us, but just with an accent.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
It's nothing different. Like, they're not
it.
different.
Yeah.
It's just, we just think that. Even guys from China, like, I play ball at UBC drop-in sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So many guys from China play, and they're sick. They're
Yeah,
solid
they love
guys.
it there. They love it
cool
there.
ass guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just a stigma around them because of their accent. Because like maybe one or two people were,
yeah.
you know, you see one or two people doing weird shit. Like on TikTok, you see, or on WhatsApp, you see like a video of some guy from India doing some weird shit, whipping out his asshole in the middle of the street or something. I don't know, so something stupid like that, right? And then it's just a stereotype, like, oh,
bro,
all these guys are like that.
Bro, I'll never forget. Bro, there was this one class I had last semester. It was hard as fuck, right? It was like a coding class. And then I looked around and everybody was already in their little groups and shit. And I was like, fuck, man. I was like, this shit class is hard as hell. I was pretty stressed out. I saw this one guy with a pug, right? Like from India and shit. I sat next to this guy, right? I was like, Kidan? He's like, man, yo, professor, ta fuddu hai." That's what I mean. And that guy had me dying. After that, I loved that class and shit. I started showing up, you know, kept in touch with him. He's a fucking smart guy.
That's sick.
It's like, yo, like they're just like chill guys like us, bro.
Yeah. And like one thing I learned also, going to UBC, a big thing is never judge a book by its cover, yo.
Yeah.
Like, it's cliche. It's a cliche thing to say. But it's facts. Because I remember first day of classes, this one guy, right? He comes to class. He's talking about Aristotle on the first day. Yeah. And, like, it's poli-sci, right? So we talk about those kind of, like, philosophers and stuff like that, right? Yeah. First day, this guy's talking about Aristotle. I was just like, bro, who the fuck is Aristotle? Right? I'm like, first year of university, I don't know any of that shit. So I just assumed like this guy's some nerd. Yeah. Like I'm never gonna talk to this guy. 2 weeks later, I meet him in my residence. We talk, whatever. We say what's up. Another week later, I see him at the gym. And like after that, we just started chilling every day. He was like, "Yo, I live on the floor above you." Yeah. And then after that, we started chilling every single day. Like, and we became homies. Yeah. And I was like, dude, there's no ways I'll become homies with a nerd like that. But like you can't
That's fucking insane.
You just can't judge a book by its cover.
Can you imagine having never gone to that school and staying local here? Like how different of a person you would be?
Yeah, to UFE, bro.
Yeah, my perspective on things would be completely different. My work ethic would be completely different. And like the person I am today would be completely different. So
because bro, when you're a lawyer, you're gonna work with all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Like there's no way. You know what? You're gonna have to fucking cross this bridge eventually, and you did it now.
Yeah. And it's like there's all these stereotypes about these different type of people. Like even these Asian like Chinese immigrants, like people say, oh yeah, they don't know how to drive, they don't know how to do this, they don't know how to do that, whatever. But like, or like they don't know how to socialize. That's like a common thing, right?
Yeah.
They're a little bit shy because they don't know the language as well. But once you talk to them, they're just like you, yo.
That's it. Bro, one thing with BCIT too, I'm so grateful I went, is because we're so diverse, yo. When you stay in Abbey, it's just like there's nothing wrong with just having up and everywhere, obviously, right? But when you go out of it and you get to talk to new people, it like expands everything for you. You get to understand more.
Yeah, you understand way more, dude.
One thing too, you're talking about like the like your Chinese buddies that are playing basketball, right? Bro, same with BCIT. There's drop-ins, bro. These guys are sick.
Yeah,
they're actually really good at ball.
Yeah,
they're really good.
The weird thing is, I never knew basketball was a big sport in China. Yeah, but it's a huge sport in China, especially Kobe.
Kobe,
they love Kobe.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
All of them, they love Kobe, man.
Yeah, they love him. Bro, like BCIT, they're strapped up in Kobe's, man. Just straight ball hooping. Actually, hooping.
Yeah, dude, they're wearing the 24 jersey. They're fading like him. They play just like him too. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, I had a guy just dressed up in like just straight like Cavalier gear. Came in just the LeBron jersey, everything, shit, bro. And he just had the LeBron.
He had the drip, bro.
And LeBron soldier on. He was sick at ball too. He wasn't one of those guys just puts on the gear and just sucks.
Yeah, okay. That'd be me.
Yeah, that's like me. Puts on the gear and just sucks. I just always wear a LeBron jersey, like different one. Throw on the Cavs one day, Lakers one day, Miami one day.
Until you make it in shit.
Yeah. Do you still watch NBA?
Yeah, bro. I love LeBron.
I never forget fucking high school debates over LeBron and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you would always fucking rep
everyone knows this. Since I was a little kid, I've always loved LeBron. Yeah. All my buddies know this. We debate till this day. Me and my buddies debate on who's better.
That's
LeBron
how people would trigger you if somebody was trying to fuck her.
Yeah,
that's like LeBron.
My biggest trigger. A lot of people know this is when people say LeBron fucking sucks. I get choked, man.
Wait, LeBron and Kobe's what you debate?
Or LeBron and MJ, LeBron,
that's what I
Kobe,
thought.
anything.
Yeah.
No, even LeBron and Kobe a lot. Because
Really?
my buddies are Laker fans, but Kobe fans.
Oh,
and I'm a
okay.
LeBron fan. So it's
Yeah,
we're always debating over who's better.
Yo,
And I whip out every statistic, everything,
you
yo.
go.
Whipping out the stats on my phone, like saying everything.
why is it poli
LeBron
science,
fan.
man?
I have it in my notes and shit, like just ready.
How do you feel about all that shit where people say like, yo, LeBron pumps the shit? When LeBron was like, I used to listen to the Migos back.
Yo,
then every
I'm
year,
not gonna lie.
And the Migos weren't a thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it's hilarious.
It
Like
is.
even though
He's
I'm
doing
a
it on
LeBron
purpose.
fan, I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious
He's
because
doing
he
it on
always
purpose.
does do that.
Yeah,
But the thing is,
seriously.
like, I don't know if you guys have seen Patrick Beverley's podcast, but in his podcast, he says that, yo, even though it seems like LeBron's capping on all this shit, it's always facts. And he's like, somehow, he's like, this guy is just a fucking fortune teller. And somehow, everything he says always ends up being facts.
Fuck.
And like, I kind of believe it. Like, dude is just like the god,
he
the goat.
is. I don't know, bro.
I don't know. I think he just has some sort of
People just doubt him
godly
and
powers.
shit. Yeah.
You see like the recent memes one with these like the magazine one. He's just like, yo, imagine you. I just been knowing. That shit kills me, bro. Because I see the comments and then it's always like the fortune teller.
Yeah. No, the funniest one I thought was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I told Chris Paul not to go for Kim K. That's what I knew.
What do you think of that situation, by the way, with Kanye just saying, yo, he saw Kim K with fucking Chris Paul.
Dude, I think Kanye's jokes, man.
Yeah,
He's okay. The stuff he says, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying that.
Yeah.
Just
I don't
can't get
condemn.
canceled here. We don't support that, yeah.
I don't.
No, you
No,
do
I do.
condemn. Yeah,
I
yeah.
condemn him for saying that shit.
Fuck, bro. Come on.
Okay, I condemn him for saying that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't support anything he says.
Yeah.
But he is a bipolar guy who like goes through a lot of emotions, mood swings, whatever. So like I feel like it might be a lot like of him going off the meds, shit like that. You know, can't really control himself.
Well, bro, he says, oh, they wanted to put me on meds so I would turn into like a fucking NPC. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he hates this shit. He's like, yo, they wanted to do that to me and shit.
Yeah, I don't really know my opinion on that.
That's just wild.
He's pretty wild, yo. He's a wild guy, but I think he's hilarious, and I think the allegation is just hilarious.
No, but yo, isn't there that Drake fucking picture where they're all wearing Chris Paul jerseys and there's a lyric?
Dude, I think that's just like
Just a thing.
Just connecting the
I think that they're trying too hard to
But
connect
I
the
wouldn't
dots,
put it
man.
beyond Kim K because Kim K has just done some shit, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's like there's no way it could have happened. I just don't believe it. I don't think I don't think it's true, man.
Who's the fucking ball player that everybody thinks knocked up that porn star?
Oh, Blake Griffin.
Oh, he
'Cause
did.
Lana
He definitely
Rhodes.
did.
He definitely
No, he
did.
definitely
But
did.
she's
The
not like dropping
hair,
it.
the kid's hair,
Yeah.
the kid's face.
Yeah.
It looked just like Blake
They thought it was
Griffin.
KD, and I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, no, she said it's someone from the Nets who's a Libra. The two only
Why the fuck
Libras
could you say that?
on the Nets are Blake Griffin and KD. So people automatically went to those two people.
Yeah.
Why did she say that?
Yeah, like
Why
why?
just-
At that point,
Yeah,
just drop
just
the
fucking
name.
just drop
Yeah, why
it.
would
Everyone knows it's Blake.
People were talking about like KD's attachment issues and shit. How he's like sensitive. He's spoken about it in the
That
past.
burner account
Have a
shit, yo,
poor
is
guy.
so
yo.
jokes. His burner accounts are so jokes.
What?
Like KD, when he came out with the burner accounts, that shit killed me, bro.
What was
Yeah,
that? What
killed
was
me.
that?
When
Yeah.
he-
You want to explain it?
yeah, so this guy like on his phone he had burner accounts,
Yeah.
and like they found on his phone him on like one of his burner accounts.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So he was, or no. So he meant to reply on his burner account, but he replied on his real account by accident.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So he was just like, someone was like, oh yeah, Katie sucks. He left his team, whatever, this, that. And then he replied on his real account saying, nah, Katie's the GOAT.
to defend himself.
Yeah, to defend himself. And then everyone screenshotted it. He deleted it right away because he realized, right?
Yeah,
But by then, the whole internet already saw it.
Bro.
And then at that point, everyone knew he was had his burner
Yo,
account.
he should have
fuck.
left. He should have left it up and just been like, "Yeah, it was me. I don't care."
Nah, bro, that's fucked as hell, yo.
Yeah, because he's talking about himself in the third person.
Oh yeah, never mind.
So it's like,
And a guy at that level, bro.
yeah, like why do you care that
Why
much?
do you care that much?
And the thing is, he was doing it to a bunch of comments, not just one. It was like a bunch of times.
He doesn't even have
got
fucking
caught.
friends who could do that for him.
Yeah.
Like homies and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Bro.
no. In the NBA, I've heard he's not like a very liked guy. Like Draymond Green, I don't know. You guys know Draymond
Yeah,
Green, right?
yeah.
This guy invited him to his wedding,
Hmm.
and he didn't show up. He was just like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, bro.
They
Like-
won 2 rings together. and He didn't show up. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's like I know he talked about this on David Letterman.
Yeah.
This guy like smokes a lot of weed, right? KD
Yeah.
to relax.
Hmm.
So like I feel like a lot of people who smoke a lot of weed, they're more like to themselves, content they don't need like to go out to.
You're just happy for no reason
He's still
and
a
shit.
straight
Yeah.
hooper though. Let's not get
Yeah,
it
no,
twisted.
no.
He's
bro.
probably
That
like
guy-
that. He's probably like that
Probably best
fucking.
small forward. Actually, I can't
LeBron.
say that. I can't say that. I
LeBron.
can't say that. I can't say that.
Yeah. I'd say he's top 3 small forward all
High
time.
school beef
Yeah.
almost started again, yo.
No, actually, yeah, he plays the same position.
Katie's
LeBron.
probably like that fucking coworker who everybody thinks is their friend, but like once he clocks out,
Yeah, once he clocks out, he's out of there.
That was me at all my jobs, bro. I was like, "Ah, yo, we're gonna hang out sometime. We're gonna hang out sometime." I fucking never talked to them, bro. That's just my thing. and shit.
Man, I've been ghosting people since day one, bro. Has never stopped.
Now, sometimes you find a cool guy at work.
Oh
yo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like one time I was working at Cabela's, right? Like I used to work there in the gun
Here?
section.
Oh, no
yeah,
way.
in
Oh
Abbotsford.
fuck, that's sick.
In grade 12, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
sick.
I worked at Cabela's, and it was me and my buddy Gavin from high school. So
Yeah.
me and him worked there, and we'd always just like fuck around at the job, right? Because I was in the gun section a lot of the
Nah,
time.
that's the
it'd be empty.
best, bro.
And it was like a scene where sometimes I'd be the only one in the department.
yeah.
So I'd just be walking around, going
Yeah.
to talk to Gavin, whatever. And there was this one light skinned guy also working there in the fishing department. He was telling us how fishing's sick. So and he kept asking us, yo, come fishing with me. Come fishing with
No
me.
fucking way.
And then we were like, one day we were like, fuck it. Then we went fishing, and it was actually pretty fun, yo.
Yo,
Never did it again after
If you
that.
get dripped out to go fishing too, it's a whole vibe.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
the fucking bucket hat, the Carhartt vest
Yeah,
and shit.
dude, that's how he pulled up. We pulled up like amateurs.
Yeah,
he pulled
yeah,
up with
like
a Carhartt hat, dripped out a vest, all like the
Yeah,
cargo
yeah.
color.
I
you
fuck
know,
with that shit.
it was
I fuck with
hard.
that.
Yeah,
Bro, you know what's
so-
funny story about
Doctor.
fishing, bro? I was at work one day, right? And my dad sends me a WhatsApp video. And I'm like, what the fuck, right? So I open it. This guy's in the middle of a lake with his buddies on a boat, just fishing with a dog. It's the most calm. I'll show it to you after this too.
Your
It's calm.
dad?
Yeah,
That's
my
like the
dad.
last
the
thing
fuck?
you'd expect from an Indian dad.
Yeah, legit.
fishing
Bro,
on a
the
lake.
last thing
Why?
ever.
Why? Like, the guy didn't even, like, he's just with some random white dude I've never seen in my life.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd expect Indian dads to start complaining 10 minutes in like
Yeah,
any
yeah,
tunda.
Yeah.
Straight. That's, like,
he's
peaceful,
vibing,
though.
Bro. He just likes doing random shit. Like, he'll
Yeah,
climb a
yeah.
mountain. He'll just
He like travels without you, right?
yeah. He's literally going on a trip next week. I asked him, I was like, can I go? He's like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, yo, man, what do you mean? I need my time
I think
without
I would
acne?"
always enjoy my time alone.
Yeah,
like that.
without
I'd be like, fuck these kids, bro.
On the real though, he was kind of like, yo, he's like, it's not worth it.
He's like, I need it and shit.
Yeah, no, he's just been working. So I was like, yeah, go for it.
Fucking jokes though. Right?
Yeah, it's jokes.
Yeah.
My dad's jokes, man. Adventurous guy, man.
No,
Yeah.
me and my dad have been pretty big homies since I started.
Actually?
Like, he doesn't drink anymore.
What about in high school, bro? Because
But-
I feel like mine in high school was the days where I was like, yo, my dad's terrible. And right after high school, I grew up, I realized like, yo, this guy's just a human and shit.
Same.
You know what I mean?
So in high school, me and my dad didn't have the best relationship.
Yeah.
Like we were obviously still tight. Like it was never like
Yeah.
me and my dad.
But you're
had
always
beef.
just like, my
Yeah.
bad, Jana. I want to
Yeah.
go party. And they're like,
You know, it always seemed like that off too when we were playing soccer together. You and your
Yeah.
dad never like really spoke.
there was
Yeah,
more like
yeah.
gang.
Yeah.
There was more gang shit going down in Abbotsford back then too. I feel like
Yeah.
news headlines and shit.
Yeah, like me and my dad were tight, but it was always like I just wanted to go out, and he was kind of strict, so it was just
Yeah,
like kind of
yeah.
annoying, right? But I didn't understand his perspective.
Yeah.
But once me and him started like drinking together, talking, having deeper talks, you know, like he doesn't drink anymore, but like he used to, and like we used to have like deep conversations while we're like just chilling, because you
chilling.
get quality time, just you and your dad.
Yeah.
And then like seeing things from his perspective, it makes you like, even for all the kids who are in high school right now, try to see things from your parents' perspective, because like
Yeah.
obviously they're trying to look out for you, they're trying to care for you,
Yeah.
so it's like they obviously just want the best for you.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I was literally listening to a podcast like today while I was driving home from the fucking mall. And it was, Patrick by David.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, yo, there's this study where they're like, especially male and their fucking like male role model, like their dad, their relationship has only 3 phases. It's when you idolize your dad and you're like, like when you're really young and you're like, yo, he knows everything and shit. And then there's the phase where you demonize your dad and you're like, yo, what the fuck, he's in my way. And then there's just the phase where you humanize him and you're like, yo, this guy's not perfect, he's a human, so it goes
Yeah.
I
But
think
that's-
that's facts.
That is
right?
facts, 100%.
That shit hit me. I was like, yo, that's actually how it is.
But
It's
I was the
so
same way.
cool.
I never hated my dad, right? But I was never really tight with him. After uni or after high school, same thing, bro. Like we just started talking more. Me and my dad would go out, like just like me and him just go out, just chill, right?
Yeah.
Go out, like just eat, like whatever. And then, bro, just same thing. You just like start talking to him more, understand where he's like what they've for them to come to Canada with nothing and to do what they've done. It's like you gotta like respect it too, and you also gotta understand their perspective of like they want you to go out when you see all these kids like on the news, like violence and everything.
But
too, right?
also, that can get to you. Like, they
Yeah.
could just be overthinking the fuck out of things.
Yeah, they can too. Yeah.
Because, like,
But like obviously you now growing up here, when you guys have kids, right? Like you'll be a little bit more understanding. But you're gonna still do some of the same things your dad did. Like, oh, don't go out this late.
Yeah.
Or like you're gonna have to, because you'll understand how your dad felt.
The thing is, I'm a lot like my dad. I'm pretty authoritarian with rules. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if I have kids,
does your
like,
dad hit the gym too?
No. He's pretty. He's put on some weight and stuff.
Yeah.
He used to be a professional sprinter, like for
shit.
Team India and shit.
Fuck,
So
no
like
way.
I have good genetics, right?
Yeah.
Fast twitch muscle
Yeah.
fibers.
Fuck.
So like, cause sprinters, they have fast twitch muscle fibers, which means they can like grow muscles pretty quickly, which is kind of like genetically passed down.
Can
to
you
me.
lose them quickly?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Don't think of
not,
that
not
shit.
really.
We're fucking
Yeah,
positive.
because I'll never stop working out. So it's like,
yeah.
I'll never lose it, right?
What, have you traveled though? It gets kind of fucked when you're traveling.
I have, yo. I went to Mexico.
Huh.
I went to the gym every day still.
What, did you have like a gym in your hotel?
Yeah.
That's blessed.
I still went.
That's
yeah.
fucking sick, bro.
It's like, even when I travel, I've been to Mexico, Hawaii, I still always make time
You
for
have
the
to,
gym.
bro.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's lifestyle.
Yeah, it's actually like...
You get depressed if you
in
don't
India,
honor
I just
you.
did push-ups every day because
Yeah.
there was no gym there and shit. Like I just went and I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, I just don't want to lose like the fucking upper body shit at least. And I
Yeah.
just did fucking push-ups every day and I came back and it took me 2 weeks to start hitting everything I was hitting before India shows.
Yeah.
You make it back pretty
literally-
quick.
Yeah.
Muscle
Muscle
memory.
memory hella works. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's fucked, bro? I have this one memory in like grade 12, right? I had this one friend. He was like way older. I don't talk to him anymore. I kind of wish I do though. One time, you know Eagle Mountain, right?
Yeah.
Went up there late night and my dad bitched me out that day over something probably like I was in the wrong for. I'll never forget being on the mountain. I got an offer. You know how for UBC you could do choice 1, choice 2? So my fucking choice 1 was Vancouver, choice 2 was Okanagan. And I got to Okanagan.
Yeah.
And I felt like UBCO would just help me escape and shit. What if I
Yeah.
did that?
You'd be totally different. We never started the pod.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
whole life would
totally
be
different
different. Yeah.
It'd be different. Would it be better? Would it be worse? If I could never
Who
know.
knows though, man?
You
Who
can't-
knows?
you
I
can't-
guess we'll never know.
Can't think about this shit or you'll have be one of those people with anxiety and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah. So yeah, like one thing, yo, I've kind of learned is if you keep thinking about the future, you're gonna have anxiety. If you keep
Yeah.
thinking about the past, you're gonna have depression.
Yeah.
If you live in the moment, you're gonna be happy.
That's a solid Pinterest quote too. I feel like I've seen that more and shit. Like on my mom's Pinterest.
Yeah, this guy's on Visco, Pinterest,
Yeah,
every day.
yeah.
Screenshot these quotes.
Nah,
What-
it's
yo,
facts though, yo.
One thing about male role models though, and I think some people hate him, but Andrew Tate, again, we talk about him a lot, but I think it's a very like he puts that, like, for people that don't have a male role model in their life, I feel like they gravitate towards that because he like kind of instills like good practices in certain aspects for business and just for like general advice when it comes to that type of stuff, right? So I guess like that's another thing too. You need to have like at least something that you can look at to like not model yourself after, but kind of just get inspiration from, right?
Yeah, you know what fucking hits me, bro? Is the other day I was at a Christmas party with my older cousin. He's like 30, right?
Yeah.
And this guy doesn't fuck with Andrew Tate, right? But like I didn't say Andrew Tate, but I was just like, we were just talking about life, right? And he's hella successful. He's like an accountant in downtown at some firm. And I was like, bro, like, what do you think of this advice? There's some guy, like a motivational speaker. And he's like, anytime somebody emails me and says they might kill themselves or they're depressed, he's like, get a 6-pack first and then email me again and tell me if you want to do it still. And that guy was like, yo, that's pretty good advice and shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, dude, some of the stuff he says is straight facts. Like,
Yeah.
it's the thing is, like everyone's seen like that montage of him like saying misogynistic shit and
Like cut
bad
up
shit.
clips, like short clips.
Yeah, short clips from like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So like obviously he says some fucked up shit, and I don't support that because
Neither
it
do
does
we.
instill like this mentality in younger kids that like,
Mhm.
yo, it's okay to disrespect women and stuff like that,
Yeah.
which is not okay, yo. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the stuff he says to motivate people, like personally, I feel motivated by like some of the things he says because they're a lot like Jordan Peterson. I don't know if you guys
I know Jordan Peterson. That
Yeah.
guy started crying on an interview.
really.
Yeah, because somebody
see
like messaged him and they're like, yo, you're just a role model for incels. That's like lonely men who are like in middle aged and have no girlfriends. I've never spoken to a girl. And,
Damn.
yeah, and it was fucked.
Yeah, I don't know, but
My bad.
I don't think that's true because
I don't think that's true either.
All he really emphasizes is hard work,
Yeah.
passion, and like following your passion. And like these guys like talk about how if you're not gonna do shit, nothing's gonna happen. If you don't have a goal, what the fuck are you working towards? No one's ever achieved a goal if they haven't had it, you know? In the
Yeah.
first
Like,
place.
yeah.
Like, okay, if I'm out here and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to school, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would still be like deciding, oh, what do I do, right?
Fuck
But
yeah.
I knew, okay, I'm gonna go to school, finish in
Grade
4
12,
years,
that's crazy.
go to law school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew. I knew that since like grade 5, bro.
Really?
Like when I was a little kid, my
That's
parents
actually
told me,
rare, bro.
like, cause like, yo, we have brown parents, right? My parents told me doctor, lawyer, engineer, right?
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, engineer, I don't know, doctor, blood and shit, fuck that.
Yeah.
And I was like, lawyer, I love arguing with people.
Yeah.
So I was like, there you go, that's it. And then in my head, I never like took that picture out of my head of going like and being a
now
lawyer.
there's a deeper meaning to it where you're like, I want to help kids who just make mistakes and shit.
yeah, shit like
Yeah,
that, you
shit
know.
like that, it's
So even or like immigrants who like struggle with getting like their relatives to Canada, stuff like that.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, it's like, and like these people, they're just trying to motivate, right?
Yeah.
If you only read between the lines and look at the bad stuff, it's obviously not painting a full picture of how he is. I'm not saying he's a good guy. Some stuff he says is fucked up.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff, at the end of the day, it's to motivate the youth.
So obviously you're a big fitness guy. You know, you love the gym. Clearly,
Yes,
right?
sir.
You're part of UBC's powerlifting squad, right?
Power building.
Powerbuilding squad, yeah. So, how has it been like? You know, how'd you get into the whole fitness side of things, and how'd you like, you know, really fall into with the gym, or fall in love with the gym, and like, what motivates you to go every single day?
It's fucking 6 years, bro.
Yeah.
That's very rare. Dude.
Yeah, so I started in grade 10.
Yeah.
Like end of grade 10 and then grade 10 summerish. I think I was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe even younger. But yeah, I was like, I remember there was this one guy who I kind of had like a problem with in high school.
Yeah.
So this guy would always like talk shit to me and like kind of like, it wasn't like bullying or whatever, because I'd talk shit back.
Yeah.
So it'd be like I tried to stand up for myself, but he was a lot bigger than me.
Yeah.
So it was like,
man.
if he did anything, I would get my ass kicked, right?
Yeah.
So I was still kind of like had that fear in my back of my head, like, oh, I can't really say anything. And then like one time he like slapped me and shit. So it was like I felt like fucked, right? Like I felt like
right?
I felt disrespected. I felt like I couldn't defend myself, and I felt like I couldn't do shit.
Like
right?
on your arc, that's probably the bottom.
Yeah, that was literally like I felt bottom of like bottom of the bottom, yo.
Yeah,
like,
like in your story.
I felt like I hit rock bottom. I was like, everyone saw this guy slap me in the change room. I was crying in front of everyone. Everyone thinks I'm a bitch. I'm a 100-pound, 5'4" little kid.
Yeah.
So
that's the real shit.
Pencils at me, man.
Huh?
I think I felt when you throw pencils at me, man.
I know, but like,
no, but that's the real shit.
Yeah, at that point, I was just like, yo, I gotta do something. I gotta make a change.
Looked at the facts. You fucking looked at yourself like this is the fact.
Yeah.
This is who I am.
And I knew I had good genetics because I was an athlete, and I had a nice like body shape. Like my shoulders always were defined.
Yeah.
And my biceps were defined. So no one could tell because I would wear like shirts and like you couldn't tell. But without a shirt, like
fucking uniform.
I could tell that like I had nice structure, right? And I knew, right, if I start working out and I do this properly, I'm gonna get jacked. Because when my dad was younger, he was pretty jacked too. So I was like, okay, if I do this, I'm gonna get jacked. So then I went to the gym with my cousin. First time. I was dead the next day. Everything sore as fuck. You know how it is, right? Can't move. That was me for the first like year. I couldn't move ever after. I would be like limping when
you
walking.
were going hard as fuck.
Yeah,
that means
that first year I was going so hard, man. I
overtraining.
I always wanted to stop, and it was like overtraining as fuck.
Yeah.
Now I know that.
Like no pre.
Like no, I wasn't really rocking pre in first year.
Just that fucking villain arc.
Yeah, just that. Like the pre was fucking me getting slapped in the change room. That was my pre, dude.
Energy,
I kept that in my head, right?
Yeah.
Like I never forget that. I'm glad he did it because I started working out.
It fucking fueled your whole everything now.
Yeah, it fueled my life, you know. So it's like it's chilling.
Yeah.
But yeah, then I started like working out, going hard, and then like I started seeing results right away. That was the thing. So in like grade 11, people would start asking me like, oh, did you take steroids? And I was like, what? People are asking me this?
What the fuck?
Like me? Like what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, obviously not, right? Grade 12 comes around, people still asking me, first year university, second year university, third year university, fourth year. And I'm just like, shit, like I'll take it as a compliment, but like I would never take that shit, right?
Yeah.
Like especially because I'm so dedicated to the grind.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then that's how my fitness journey first started. Went through a lot of changes. Like I first initially I did like a 2-year bulk, gained a lot of weight, gained 50 pounds, went from like around 105 to 160-ish. Went on a little cut, and then cut and bulking cycles, all that shit. Yeah. And then recently, a couple months ago in the summer, 6 months ago, I switched to powerlifting because I was like more interested in that. Because a lot of people told me to compete because they were like, yo, like if you're natural, like you should do like a natural bodybuilding show. And I was kind of scared with the idea of going on stage in like that little small I was thinking of that and then doing those like weird poses like I'll do that in front of my own mirror and shit, but I'm not doing that in front of everyone, right? So then I was like, okay, maybe I'm pretty talented at this, like I should do powerlifting.
Yo,
So then I started doing that, and it was so much fun.
Yeah,
So
dude,
then I've
one
been
thing
doing
with
this
those guys,
since
they
then.
always have to smile too when they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're smiling.
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
They're
like,
cheesing.
I still think maybe in the future
You should do it, bro. Why not?
In
Fuck
the
it.
future, maybe.
Because once you've done that like trillions of times and just practiced so much, it feels normal.
Bro, because
Yeah.
flexing
Yeah.
and posing is hard, bro.
Yeah, so
it's
hard.
bro. It's actually hard.
Vacuums and shit, all that
Yeah,
shit's
yeah.
so hard.
I've tried it. It's like, I'm like, yo, that's not for me, man.
Yeah. Now I'm doing powerlifting. I'm a personal trainer at UBC.
Yeah.
I'm the VP and co-founder of UBC Powerbuilding Club.
You've done a
It's-
lot.
Yeah, with fitness. Like I've done a lot.
Like if it wasn't for your beginnings, like so many people that you've like affected, they would not be affected.
Yeah,
it's
like I've
fucked,
trained a bunch of kids, like
It's good, yo.
older people, yeah. And like a little bit about my club, like UBC Powerbuilding. We're like a fitness club at UBC, like probably the biggest fitness club on campus. We have like I think 250 members right now signed up,
Not bad.
official members, and then we also have like a bunch of just followers and like on social media and stuff like that. Our club, like what we do is we try to build a community of people. So we have a Discord where we talk about tips and tricks. We do
sick.
lectures there.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do in-person lectures.
Yeah.
We do help with diet plan, fitness plans for people, and then we
Yeah.
also sell supplements at like wholesale prices.
Oh, sick.
So
Sick.
What's
we're-
the app for the Instagram?
It's at UBC Powerbuilding.
Hi.
Yeah.
We'll put it like somewhere here.
Yeah, and so like the clubs we sell for wholesale prices. We have a sponsorship with Supplement King and TC Nutrition. TC Nutrition is the brand that like Batch 27
Yeah.
comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah, I heard of that.
So we get it at wholesale prices, and then we sell it to students for those prices.
So I have me and Matt have a couple questions for you, and you can answer as in depth as you want. So starting off, are you actually? So I know you touched on this just previously, but are you roided? Like actually, just be straight up. Are you roided?
I'm gonna be straight up with you guys.
Yeah.
I would never take steroids. I'm the last guy you would catch taking steroids. I
Yeah.
take this fitness shit like super seriously.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell you guys a story about like my fitness if we have enough time.
Yeah, go for it. No,
Yeah,
no.
so I remember last year I was cutting, right?
Yeah.
I was around 145 pounds
Yeah.
last September. Not this September, like 2021 September.
Yeah.
I accidentally cut down because it was my first time moving back since COVID.
Oh fuck.
So it was like I wasn't really used to cooking my own food at that point.
Yeah.
So I started eating a lot less. I got down to 142,
Yeah.
which is the smallest I was ever like
Do
since
you
I
feel
started
like you
working
lost
out.
muscle in that time?
Oh yeah, but I was
Yeah.
shredded. Like
Yeah.
like my six pack was rock hard.
Yeah.
And like, but the thing is, I did like a 2 plate 25 bench,
Yeah.
275, which for me, I could like before that cut, right? I could do it for like 4 or 5 reps.
Yeah.
At that cut, I failed it for one, and I started crying at the gym. Like I went to the change room and started crying.
Fuck.
like it's
bro,
kind of embarrassing,
No,
but it's just
COVID
because
was,
like
like,
take it
time.
seriously, bro. That's
because
good.
like yeah, because I like dude, I love this shit. This is my
Yeah.
life. Like I love fucking working out.
And
Like,
COVID was a dark time for you too, like you were saying.
yeah, because I could work out at a private gym, couldn't socialize.
Mm.
A big part of the gym is socializing with other people,
100%.
like-minded people, right?
100%.
So COVID made that very hard. Like I'd still
Yeah.
work out with my friends, which made it a lot better.
Yeah.
Because without that, I don't know what I'd do. But like not being able to socialize was so tough.
100%. All right, Matt, if you got a question?
Oh wait, did you address the I'm not roided?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm not roided. Trust me. So another thing is, I'm doing a powerlifting competition next month.
Yeah.
And this one's not tested because it's just a one like a qualifier, like
Yeah.
just a regular competition.
Yeah.
So once I hit like a certain total at this competition, if I hit it, which
Yeah.
I'm going to, but like
Yeah.
once I hit that total, right, then
Yeah.
then I'm gonna go to provincials,
And that's tested.
and
right?
then I think either provincials or nationals are tested. So like, what would be the point of me doing this shit if I was on roids, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like tested like as in like the just the one like that. There's like 2 tests, right? There's this one test where they test for the last 6 months,
Yeah.
and then there's this test that they test for like your whole life, right?
Yeah.
So with this test, like you can see if there was any type
trace,
of like
yeah.
any trace of extra testosterone put in this guy's system.
Yeah.
So if I am roided, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Yeah.
So like yeah,
That's
like I'm
sick, bro.
natural.
The facts speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ankish, bro, what do you think of dudes who comment on like fitness pages and they're like, yo, girls would rather choose a dad bod than a fitness guy? What's the point of this? What do you think of those guys, bro? Is it facts?
I don't know, man. Even what a girls consider a dad bod is like a guy who's jacked but is bulking.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like girls don't understand the concept of a dad bod. A dad bod is
Little
like
arms.
a dad bod is like a desi uncle
Yeah.
with a fucking big ass belly,
Yeah.
right? You know, like fatter face.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
a dad bod, bro.
I think they want like 16, 17% body fat.
Yeah,
That's what they want. Bod.
15% body fat
It's still good,
is
bro.
not. Chris Hemsworth bulking is not a dad bod. I'm
Yeah.
sorry,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
like straight up not a dad bod.
Yeah.
And like working out might not get you girls,
Yeah.
but working out does give you a lot of confidence, and it helps. Like that helps you get a lot of girls.
It helps you
Yeah.
get that mentality to fucking level up.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then they'll get attracted.
yeah. Especially like, cause when you work out, you think you're the shit. Like you don't think you're the shit, but like
Yeah.
you feel like you're better than you were before.
Your brain releases
right?
good shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You-
So when you're like stronger, you're like, okay, I'm better than I was before. So,
I feel that too. It's insane.
So it's like, okay, now I can approach this girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Why would
Straight.
she say no to me, right?
You think
Yeah.
guys that say shit like that just gotta get their ass in the gym? They're just fucking lazy.
Yeah, dude,
Right?
just get your ass in the gym. Like,
Yeah.
if you're complaining like, oh, I can't get girls, like, dude, fuck focusing on girls. Hit the gym, better yourself, do some shit with your life, and like, why would a girl not want to be with you? Like,
Oh shit, that's sick.
it's just like, it's just like that.
Bro, speaking the facts. All right, you brought it up. So with the whole girl thing, right? Do you feel like ever since you started working out, it's been easier for you to talk to girls and like get into relationships or like, go on dates and whatever?
Well, like before I started working out, I was like hella young, right? So I
Yeah.
wasn't getting girls anyways.
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
going for girls.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I was still that skinny guy that I was before, I would not be like approaching girls all the time and like
Yeah.
being confident, right?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, I wouldn't say like, oh yeah, like I fucking pull a lot of
Yeah.
girls, whatever. Like, but I think it's like I have enough confidence to approach a girl that I think is cute
Yeah.
and ask for her number.
How the DMs looking like though?
Dude, after that video,
Yeah,
I
after
got a
that
lot of DMs from girls too.
Did you?
like some random girls from all over like the States and shit. Like,
Yeah.
like just random shit
Like Punjabi, Gori, like what are you talking here?
Latino,
Damn.
white,
Yeah.
Nice.
like, and there's just like random weird DMs like,
Mm.
oh, like you're cute, you have a nice body, whatever, this, that, right?
Mm.
But some of them were like, fucked, man. Like, I got one from like this like old woman.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, do you want to be my sugar baby? And then, dude, the worst one was from this dude, right? It was a
Actually?
guy.
Oh my
and
God.
he DM'd me and he was like, are you into dudes? And I was just like, no. And then he DM'd me again. And he was like, what if I pay you money? And then I just blocked him. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
There's
no.
there's nothing wrong with being gay. Ankish just doesn't swing that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing
And
wrong
like,
with that.
about girls, you get way more guys than you do girls.
Yeah, you know what it is? Guys appreciate guys in the gym more than girls appreciate you, bro.
Because in the gym, I've never had a girl come up to me and say you're jacked.
Yeah. It's always a guy.
But I've had like millions of guys. Even when we go out clubbing,
Yeah.
my buddies always say this to me. Like my buddies from UBC,
Yeah.
they were like, "Yo, you attract all the guys." Because whenever I'm at the club or something,
Yeah.
buddies will just be like, "Oh, you work out?" I was just like, "Yeah," and they'll always be like, "How much you bench?" And I'll be like, 330. And they're like, "Yo, what?"
The classic gym bro.
Yeah, the classic gym bro question.
Yo, bro, how much you benching, bro?
And buddies are like, "Yo, go get us some girls." And I'm just like, "Bro, I'm trying, but all these guys keep coming up."
Dude,
Like,
you see that TikTok sound? It's like, yo.
Fucking jokes.
You see that TikTok sound? It's like, yo, why do you work out? I don't really get no bitches. All I do is just lift weights.
yeah, literally, that's me, yo. Like,
Legit,
fuck.
yo. Holy. Oh man.
Yeah, that TikTok sound is hilarious.
Yeah, legit. Okay, why'd you want to start TikTok, by the way? Why did you actually start TikTok?
So I saw a lot of people blowing up, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I was kind of late to it because I started in end of like, I started properly posting start of this year, 2022.
Yeah.
Same.
I posted like 2 posts in 2021.
Yeah.
And one of them got like 25K, right?
Oh shit.
Out of like the 2 or 3 that I posted.
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, shit, 25K, that's a lot of views.
Like,
I,
y'all made
I
for
wouldn't
this.
think I would get
Still a lot,
23 views or 25K views, right?
Yeah.
And it was just a video of me benching. No
Oh.
sound, nothing. it was just a video of me
So
benching. And the caption was like, 295 at 150.
Oh shit.
Duet if you can double your body weight
Yeah.
for bench, right?
Yeah.
So then some people started duetting, stuff like that, commenting. A lot of people started commenting. I think that's what got it bumping.
Yeah.
I noticed that with TikTok, the videos with a lot of comments are the ones that go bumping.
Kind of
Yeah.
gotta piss people off or just
You gotta make it. You
Yeah.
gotta make it so people argue with each other. In the
So then
comments.
in January, I was like, okay, maybe I can get like some TikTok fame or something. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, I want to be a lawyer. I don't really care about making money off TikTok.
It's a for
But I
fun
was
thing.
like, it'll
yeah.
be for fun, right?
Yeah.
Give me something to do. I was bored in January.
Yeah.
I was focusing a lot on the gym and school at that point. I wasn't really going out much. In the last 2 years, I haven't really been going out as much.
Yeah.
Last year a little bit. This year not at all.
Yeah.
Just because like I feel like I just grown out of that phase, like the party phase.
And
you
the
don't party
LSAT and all
so you
that.
don't party
Yeah.
as much, you said?
No, not anymore. You know?
Okay.
Like last time I partied was Halloween. Now,
Okay, it's not too bad.
and I haven't like partied since then.
Yeah.
And like I'm low-key not even like planning on it. Maybe New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like only on like a big events, right? I'm not gonna party just all down like
Yeah.
I used to like every 2 weeks or
Yeah,
every
yeah.
week. So yeah, I was just like, yo, like I'm getting more followers, right?
Yeah.
And then in January I had like 2 weeks where I posted every single day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not very consistent with TikTok at all. Like
Yeah.
if you follow me, you'll know like I don't post that much. Like I'll go like a long time without posting, then I'll post like 6 days in a row.
Yeah.
Because I'm an extremist.
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
do things to the full or
Yeah.
don't do it at all.
Yeah.
So
Same.
yeah, then in January, like I had a video that got like 10K and then another one that got like 25K. And then I was just like, okay, I'll just start doing this whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
In the summer, I stopped posting again because I was studying for that LSAT. I wanted all my attention to be towards that. So I was like,
Yeah.
I'll take a break. But after the summer, I started posting again. Once I posted that video, now it's just been going viral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick, bro.
Yo, so what's up with all these videos you posted after the one
Yeah.
video? You're fucking fake getting injuries. and
Okay,
shit.
Just
What's going
random,
on,
just some
man?
guy just takes a plate off the fucking
Those
bar.
are-
Yeah.
Okay, I made like 4 videos after that, or like 3. I think like 3 videos.
Yeah.
And those were all troll, like
Yeah.
just for fun,
Just to fuck with
skits.
people in the
And
comments.
they still got like 300K and like 200K, you know, because people are still like talking about that
it.
trend, or like talking about that situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then like so a bunch of people have asked me, yo, is that real? Like the second one?
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, right?
The one where the guy just takes it off while you're benching?
Yeah, that one and the one where he spots me.
Oh,
They're like, yo,
yeah,
why'd you
yeah.
get so mad? He
Oh,
just
yeah, that
spotted
just
you,
picks up,
right?
yeah.
And I was just like, bro, it's a joke. It's a skit, right?
He's your boy, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like it's satire. Like people are like getting pissed over it. Like, dude, like what the fuck? This isn't funny, whatever.
So
this,
you
that.
learned it though. You learned pissing people off post views.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yo,
Yeah.
D1 fucking hater. Hall of Fame maxed out badge D1 hater over here, bro. He actually knows how to work the TikTok
Yeah,
algorithm.
that's sick. He doesn't give a fuck.
Honestly, yo, good shit.
Most people would be too insecure to do that shit. This guy's fucking
Yeah,
confident.
this guy- fuck, man.
Dude, people thought just because I'm getting hate comments, I'm gonna delete the video. Like, bro, I don't give
Yeah.
a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, JB, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's all you guys out there.
You know
like,
that,
hate me, I don't
yeah.
give a
It's like
fuck.
people would be
I'm
like-
happy.
Yeah.
My life's good.
If you pay attention to it like too much, obviously then your mood is like, you know, it might get fucked. But like, I don't know. I feel like
I don't know,
like
bro.
for us personally, like I mean, you're probably the same. I just look at it and laugh, yo.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
took the time out of your day to comment. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no. The funniest thing
Yeah.
was this one guy, right? I remember his name was Gabe. Just some
Yeah.
random white
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
right?
TikTok, right?
In my
Yeah.
comments. No,
Yeah.
just in my comments.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what this guy did was he went. A shout out to Gabe. Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you.
So he
Yeah.
went through all the hate comments and replied to all of them individually and was backing me up.
No
And I was
way.
just like, bro,
Gabe's
this guy's
fucking
a
up.
super fan or something.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's sick because he kept going through every fucking
That's
comment
sick.
and just being like, yo, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like just arguing with everyone. It was
I'll
jokes.
take.
Yeah.
I'll take.
And then the
ratio.
next day I went on TikTok again.
Yeah.
Still, his name, still
That's
coming up.
fucked.
Gabe, still replying to people. Today, I saw it. This is like 2 weeks after. Still, Gabe's
Oh,
name
fuck.
replying to people. And I'm
That's
just
Did
like,
you ever
bro,
talk to him? Did you ever message him?
Follow him.
No. He didn't even follow me, so I couldn't message him.
Oh.
Yeah, he just goes to that post specifically
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to call.
He wakes up, he can't see, he has an alarm set. He's like, I gotta fucking.
Yeah, every
hold it
2
down.
hours, man, gotta check the shit.
yeah. His
You know
alarm
what's
set-
crazy, bro? It's like, yo,
reminder set.
when you get 14 million views, if 0.005% of people are fucking crazy like that, you're gonna get a couple of those people, bro.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got 14 million views.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fucking-
You know what,
you know what actually fucking makes me laugh is when people are like, yo, how'd you get cyberbullied? Just turn off your phone. And like people are like, I fucking kind of feel that. Like, you know, like sometimes I won't check TikTok for days because I won't be in the mood. I'm like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
You have some shit like that.
Even when I was getting those comments, I didn't check it for like 1 day. And
Yeah.
like the next day I went back on it, and I was just like, shit, people
Like,
are
these guys
still
still don't have shit to do.
these guys are still commenting.
Yeah. But how fucked is your phone though? Like,
Dude, I had to turn every TikTok notifications off for sure.
All right, yo, Ankish, we appreciate having you on the podcast. It's been a
Yeah.
fucking great discussion.
Ask them the two
Right,
questions.
I have 2
though.
questions to ask you. We ask every guest 2 questions. What did you think of the podcast, and what advice do you have for someone that's going to school or wanting to lift or doing anything like
Somebody younger.
Someone younger. What do you have
Like,
some advice for someone younger,
Who?
or some advice you'd give to your younger self?
Who sees you and they're like, this guy's the man.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for the podcast, I thought it was sick. You guys are hella welcoming.
Yeah.
Right when I came in, it was like chill as fuck. Like we had talks going right away. You know, we were catching up with each other. Haven't seen each other in a while.
Yeah.
I thought it was super chill. You guys are both hella chill.
Appreciate it.
I'm glad to reconnect with you guys. Haven't seen you guys in so long and shit. So yeah, I love the podcast. I recommend like any guest to come because like it's so welcoming, yo.
Appreciate
it. It didn't feel like a podcast. It didn't feel awkward at all. It just felt like a conversation.
We're bros,
So it was like just felt like talking with my buddies.
Buddies. That's the vibe we go for, right? What'd you think of the new studio, by the way?
And the studio's sick.
Sick.
Lighting's really nice.
Yeah.
I like the painting or the canvas thing right here.
Yeah.
I like this canvas.
Yeah.
I like the astronaut. You know, that's tight. Spaceship.
Yeah.
We love that.
We have a bunch more stuff coming, like, but it'll be in here in a bit. We'll send you some pictures after it comes in, though. Yeah. But and then the second question, bro. Do you have any? Or second thing I want to you also want to ask you was the advice thing. Do you have any advice for anyone that's younger? You know, just any general life advice for anyone that's younger.
For like kids that are younger, like a big thing is don't let anyone put you down.
Yeah.
I think that happened with me is I let a lot of people get in my head.
Yeah.
I don't know if I talked about this on the podcast, but we talked about it before the podcast.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, like a couple of my teachers were laughing at me that I'm gonna go to law school.
Oh, no, you did. You touched about it.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. But in first year, that made me like not want to tell people that I want to do law, just because I was scared that everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to do it," and I was so tired of hearing that. Yeah. So I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna tell everyone." So I lied about what I want to do. Yeah. I told people I want to be a firefighter. I told people I want to be a police officer. Yeah. Just because I let what others like think dictate what I'm saying.
I think people are salty about what they're doing with their life, so they output it on people by saying you can't do that.
Yeah. So I think for the younger generation, just don't fuck what your teachers are saying. Fuck what like people. Fuck when people say you can't do something, because you can do anything you put your mind to, yo. It's like people always say like, oh, only 1% of people do this, but why can't you be that 1%? If you put your mind to it, you'll be able to do it. Yeah. And another thing is make sure you have concrete goals. Write your shit down. Like, especially when I started working out, one thing I did was I wrote down my goals. I had a reminder. I still have that reminder. For the last 6 years, I've had a reminder on my phone saying, go to the gym, you lazy ass, every day at 2 p.m. for the last 6 years. That's sick. I still have it. Yeah. And it just transfers iCloud when I get a new phone, you know, because Apple's fucking us over. But yeah, so I set concrete goals. Don't let anyone tell you can't do what you can do. Write down your goals and fucking achieve them. If you don't have goals and you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna get rich. How the fuck are you gonna get rich? How the fuck are you gonna get jacked if you're not going to the gym? Yeah. It doesn't just happen.
Then those people will be right, the ones that say you can't do it.
Yeah, and like, yo, I didn't get jacked. It just happened. Like, I didn't just wake up one day and I was jacked. I was going for like years straight, feeling that soreness, feeling that pain, going through that pain. And fucking, then I got jacked. It wasn't just like overnight. Oh yeah, where'd these muscles come from?
Shit takes time.
Takes time.
Yeah,
takes time to build something, you know.
Yeah, everyone just gotta trust the process. People that are younger than us, just don't fucking let other people ruin your progress.
Solid. That's a fucking solid way to end off the podcast. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of the HBM podcast. We'll see you guys.
Hit up Ankish. Follow UBC Power.
Yeah, we'll link all of Ankish's socials in the description.
Follow Apex Performance on Instagram.
We'll link everything down in the description. Yeah. Give them a follow. Other than that, it's been your boys, Man Robin Ekdeep and Ankish. We'll see you guys on the next podcast. Peace.